Hello there everyone, Shibby here. Hope everyone out there's doing well. Take back once again with some more Guilty Gear Strive ranked matches as I try to climb up the gold ranks with Jam here. Looks like our first opponent is going to be a Kai player, so it'll be easier said than done if we can actually get some points off of this and try to climb our way up gold. When I last left off, I think I was a little bit over halfway into gold 2, so we'll see if we can try to force our way into gold 3 here. Alright, we did catch him with the dragon kick though. DP? No. Alright, we'll go low. They do block it. Good on them. Right, they are very patient. We'll go overhead here. Oh, that was stupid. I tried to grab as I panicked in the corner. Got that whiffed? Okay. Very unfortunate there. Alright, I did try to jump there. I thought I had plenty of time to do so. Oop, and looks like the connection's crapping out here. Alright, catch her on the walk up there. Ah. That crouch actually low profile jams jab there. Ah, we don't get our 6p. Alright, first round is going to go to Kai. Let's see if we can clean this up here. I think we should be able to, knock on wood. Alright, we catch him on the low there. And, oh, connection dropped again. This is not turning out to be the 3-bar connection that the game said it was, but that does happen from time to time. Hopefully it stabilizes here. There's not really an option to not play. Alright, we'll catch him with the run up there. Oh, got a little bit too greedy there. Alright, so if we can get our stacks up here. Alright, the wall break, this should be the KO there. Alright. I'm kind of playing kind of slow here. Let's see if we can get warmed up and get into our nonsense. Oh, are they still playing? Hello, Kai. Did you give up, sir? I'll give you till 80, and then we'll get rocking and rolling here. Alright. What a terrible combo. On this side of the screen, I am borderline worthless. Alright, well, I guess that's going to be a concession there, I suppose. Alright, well, I guess, that's going to be it. Maybe his connection cut off a little bit too badly. But either way, good game to that opponent. Back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like we found our next opponent here. We're going up against a Giovanna player, so we kind of got the rush down matchup here. Well, if I was standing there. I guess that's not my turn. Try to get the hit there. They do Roman cancel. Alright, we'll catch them with the dragon kick here. I tried to do the overhead, but their grab caught me out of the animation. I have to go for another grab. I didn't get my overhead. Nope, I dropped that bigger than shit. I just killed myself. I thought I could clip him out of the air there. Alright, that was a very sloppy one. But we did make a run at it at the end there. Alright, we'll go cross up there. Alright, we'll take that and go cross up again since that seems to be working. Go overhead here. They were ready for it. We'll take the grab though. Alright, they do immediate super. Alright, they burst it. God, that had some reach. All right, managed to catch him with the dragon kick. I keep throwing that out way too much. But when it works, it works. All right, do catch him there. All right, then let's get our full stacks up, so I'll gladly take that. That's our turn. Going to the dragon kick for some good damage in the wall break. Ah, I was a bit too far away for that to work. And we'll catch him with the dragon kick as I go for the overhead there. I'm using that as an anti-air. I don't think I really should be, but it works for the most part until I get myself inevitably destroyed with it. Oh, messed up again. Go overhead here. I gotta stop throwing that out like that's a universal answer to all my problems. All right, now we're gonna go for the throw. Super. Actually didn't do it. I tried to do the dash up punch. All right, we do catch him with it that time though. All right, we're gonna back up here. Go for the cross up. I think they're expecting grab there pretty much every time. They're gonna let us get our full stacks up. I thought that would be my turn there. All right, clip there. Okay, they take the wall break. All right, we do better at the grab there. I didn't get the orb, unfortunately. Got clipped out of the dash up. She has deceptive reach. And we'll catch him with the overhead cancel out of the dragon kick. And we do manage to win the set 2-0 over Giovanna there. So we are on the cusp of goal 3 here. But good game set opponent. Back on to find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. We're going up against another Kai. I don't think that this is the Kai we ran into in the very first match of the video. But I wasn't really paying attention to their name, if I'm being completely honest, so this may very well be. But they are going to let the intros rock here. Anything special between Kai and JM?
Let's have a fine duel.
Interview starts now.
I figured there'd be a little more, because isn't there something like story-wise between Kai and JM? I'm going to be completely honest, I don't have the entire lore of Guilty Gear committed to memory. Alright, we'll get that right hit there. I gotta remember, he can make those explode now. That's something this Kai can do. Alright, he blocked low there. He does. Takes his turn. Alright, we'll punish him there. I did the wrong stack. I should have did the medium stack. But now we'll get them all. Oh, 6B lift. Alright, we'll go gold, cancel that. Or gold RC that, I should say. I don't know why he'd opted the DP there, but we'll chip him out. Alright. We do manage to get the first game as Kai. We'll back up. That missed. That definitely looked like a hit. Didn't mean to cross up there. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, fortunately we're not going to get our 6p there. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, he does take the second round here. That goes to the immediate slide. That's okay. Right, he hasn't really been doing like the explosion thing that move can do. I'm surprised that I even was able to go through that. Alright, he's able to cancel that. I tried to dragon kick him out of there, a little bit slow. I didn't get my 6p. That's very unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I wanted gold RC. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, we got blue. I was trying to get him off me there, but unfortunately that didn't quite work out. First game goes to Kai. Let's see if we can clean things up here. All right. I should have got my stacks up there. Alright, got him on the knockdown. I still got my stacks, even though we did get hit, though. Alright, we'll take that and go cross up here. That is our turn. Alright. Do manage to steal the first round here. We'll back up. Alright. Alright, we'll take the grab here. I'm gonna go cross up. That's very unfortunate. We might be dead off that. All right. Tie things up at the game piece. I should have went for low there. Oh, I thought he was going to give me more time. That's unfortunate. I tried to go for a grab. All right, let's see if we can... All right, now he's actually starting to use the columns here. That's very unfortunate. We're not going to get a burst. Well, we started off halfway decently, then everything went to hell in the second game there. But good game set opponent. Now back when I find my next match. Alrighty, it's like we may have potentially found our final opponent here. Going against a chip player, so this could be interesting. Chip usually always notoriously gives me kind of trouble. Alright, we'll take that. Go across up here. I'm not going to get my 6p. I might have still been in the stack animation. I might didn't get my 6p again. Okay. Tried to anti-air him that time as well. Fortunately, we do not get it. I'm not going to get a grab. Gets another grab off. I tried to grab him out of that. And we trade, but I didn't have the health to do that. Alrighty, he's definitely moving. I didn't get my dragon kick. I didn't get my 6p. Very unfortunate. I think they let me get my stacks up there. I didn't get it again, damn. Alright. I tried to jump there, unfortunately it didn't quite come out like I had hoped, and then now we're just gonna get hit. Not a very good first game against Chip here. Chip, as I said, always gives me trouble. Alright, see if we can play a little bit better here. Let's see if we can get a stack here. Oh, he doesn't outright get hit there, actually. Alright, that should KO him. Since we had the stack up. A little bit of another messy one. I thought another grab was coming my way. No, I was right. Again, I tried to jump it, but can you not? Alright, we got our 6p that time, but it just came out on the wrong side. I tried to... Alright, take that. I didn't mean to stack his face. I'm plus after that. How in the world did he hit me there? That should have clearly been my turn still. Alright, well that's very unfortunate. I'm not sure how he was able to mash and hit me there. So I was definitely jab checking in return, but I guess that was just kind of a weird interaction. Alrighty, we're unfortunately going to drop the set very quickly. 0-2 to Chip there, and I think we just left off where we pretty much started when I started the video. Alrighty, I bet this is another matchup that I gotta get better at, but I do believe I'm going to end the video here though. If you made this far, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.